Hello folks, and welcome to another video here in the Microsoft Sim. Yes, ain't she gorgeous, hey? The de Havilland DHC-2 Beaver. One of the truly iconic bush aircraft. Now available in the Sim, thanks to Sim update number 11. This model originally by Blackbird. And what we're going to be looking at today is a mod for it. Actually, it's a mod package. It's called an enhancement package by the good people at GotFriends. It's just hit the .to to considerable acclaim. Not sure what this bus is doing here. Empty bus. Perhaps ghost bus. Doesn't even look to be a driver, or is there? Oh yeah, there's a driver. Looks a little bit like Jude from a distance. Speaking of Jude... Hello, my dear. How are you? Are you talking to me yet?
It's your fantasy, dumbass. You tell me.
Oh, Jude, I've said it before. I love it when you play Captain Obvious. So, we'll take it that you are talking to me, and in that case, Jude, can I say, it has to be said, folks, you know what's coming. Jude, nice beaver.
That's what they all say.
I bet they do. I bet they do. Folks, welcome aboard. Isn't this gorgeous? Hey, I love beavers, don't we all? I'm speaking of the aircraft here, folks. Let me just clarify, put this in context for you, lest you run off and assume that I'm being inappropriate from start to finish. I probably will be. But back to the aircraft. De Havilland Beaver, there it is. Now, this is a modded panel, a dark panel here. I'm trying it out. I found it on the .to. Going to give it a whirl. I quite like it. It's a little bit, it's a little bit shiny, a little bit plasticky, a little bit new. I like the texturing of the original version, and some of that texturing, of course, carries through into this one, but the panel is kind of that dark panel. Love it. This aircraft now comes equipped. Let me get some stuff happening for you. Those of you that have been flying in Sim update number 11, and well, if you're flying the Microsoft Sim since the other day, you can't but fly in Sim update 11. Will know that this aircraft comes with a tablet. It also comes with the GNS 530 and 430. You can get rid of those through said tablet if you want to go more old school, although it's still digital radios. It's still a nice bit of avionics kit for mine, but I'm going to fly with the GPS. The versions of the GPS that I'm using, let me zoom down for you. We'll enter that and enter that, are the new ones coming out of Working Title. Very nice bits of gear. Look at this, acquiring all the satellites and stuff. It looks to business, doesn't it? Hey? And yeah, the tablet built by Blackbird and potentially modded by GotFriends, I'm guessing. We'll have a look at what the enhancement mod actually does. But yeah, you can turn some stuff on and off. You can make Jude disappear, although I'm not sure why we'd want to do that. Maybe she's giving you a bit too much lip. You can just click this. And look at that, she disappears. But Jude, I can't live without you, so I'm turning you back on. There you go. Consider yourself turned on. Anyway, folks, I'm going to get us started. Take you back outside for a minute. You may be familiar with the locale. I've had the pleasure of visiting IRL, this location. Beautiful spot. This is Skagway, Alaska, folks. Up the road from Juneau, well, up the road and round the corner a bit from Juneau, closer to Haines. Haines is sort of over there a bit. We're going to do a fairly short flight to a place called Glacier Point, and it's a bit of freeware that's made its way onto the .to. I'll link to that. It comes with a library as well. Very impressive bit of work, actually. There's a few bits of work that this guy's done. Anyway, I'll link to it, and you can check him out on the .to if you're interested in his other stuff. But we're in Skagway, around the corner to a place called Glacier Point. We're going to check out the enhancement mod en route. We're flying the bush wheel version. The Bushy Beaver, Jude's Bushy Beaver. There's the title for this video. This stuff writes itself, folks. I'll get us started out onto a runway. We're going to go flying. Alright, just lining up runway 20 here at Skagway, or the Skags, as I call it. I don't know what the locals call it. Great little town, Skagway. Bit of history there. If you hail from this part of the world, give us a shout. And can I take this opportunity just to thank everyone, viewers, subscribers, particularly subscribers, those of you that have braved to click the button. But anyone viewing this video, look, thanks for your support. It is very much appreciated. Not able to make as many videos as I'd like to at present, and I consider, I think that's going to continue, that sort of limitation, without going into any other detail. But Jude and I will appear when circumstances permit. Hey Jude.
Don't start.
Good name for a song, that.
I said, don't start.
Okay, I won't. Jude, what do we need to worry about here? Takeoff flaps are set. I love the quadrant up here. What's up here? Trims. I think we're right. Pretty much neutral, rudder trim, all that sort of stuff. Temperature-wise, what are we looking at? It's a little cool. It's about, what's that, about 15 degrees Celsius, something like that. That's 60 Fahrenheit. I've had to change the, go away from the live weather to enable me to actually see the aircraft. It's a bit dark if I do live weather, so we had to make that change. I could have just left that out of the bloody narration. You wouldn't have known any different, folks. Absolutely no planning goes into this. There's runway 20 heading into the water, folks. Should we do it? I think we should. Let's rock and roll. Oh, lovely sounds. Full juice. Probably going to need a little bit of right boot. Full juice now. Here we go. Tail coming up. Beautiful. And we can get airborne pretty smartly. We're here in the bush wheel version. Nice early left turn. Come back on the juice. We don't need to gun it all the way. We'll be right. Basically tracking the water down towards our airstrip. Little bush strip down there. Glacier Point. I hope everyone's enjoying Sim Update number 11. I hope your experience has been a good one. I've been experimenting with different sort of settings and stuff. The endless tweaking that we do. I don't think I've arrived on, so get some flaps coming up. I don't think I've arrived on a final configuration, but currently running with unlimited frames, which seems to give me the best performance. Now, obviously, it gives me the maximum frames I can get, but it seems to be, and this is a bit sort of paradoxical, it gives me smoothness that I don't get when I lock at 30. Not quite sure what's going on. The only downside, as my birds start their choral practice for today, only downside is the old GPU runs pretty hot. In fact, the PC in general runs a little hot, obviously. But in terms of performance, fluidity, and all that sort of stuff, it's fantastic. I do have to apologise. That bird that is singing there is likely to continue the practice for some period to come, as long as I'm talking to a screen here. So what I'll do is pause the video capture here, wait till she is finished her praxis, and then we'll have a look at what the enhancement mod actually brings to this aircraft. Alright, so this is the 40th anniversary expansion pack, released I think overnight, in the last 24 hours or so anyway, by GotFriends. I saw a mod come through from one of the GotFriends guys a couple of days ago, I want to say that, whether that's true or not, but I saw it come through for the Beaver. I picked that up, and then since then that mod has now been merged into this one. So yeah, chapter 1, what's been released here is some stuff for the Beaver. I'm guessing that was the mod that was released the other day. And then they've done chapter 2, which takes into account some global stuff, which is some effects that they've built in. That's kind of cool. Then some new stuff with the Beaver. Custom physics for snow weather for the ski version is what I'm trying to say. The new Bush tail wheel to 35-inch Bush variant, added low flyby dirt effect, and I've also done some work for the DC3. That's impressive. Now there are some other changes in development. Douglas DC3 planned JATO, the old jet assisted takeoff variant. That's coming, and they'll potentially look at some other stuff based on what people want. And there's the team: Jonks, McCrode, and 270 Inc. And I think a couple of those guys, being Jonks and McCrode, have previously stopped by this channel, and I was bloody chuffed at that, and very impressed with your work, guys. Fantastic stuff. Thank you on behalf of the community. This is the 40th anniversary expansion pack. There's basically three things you can add to community folder. One is the effects, one is the DC3, and one is the Beaver. I've got them all. I'm not going to show all of those today, but if you're a fan of their work, and who isn't, go do yourself a favour and pick this one up, folks. 40th anniversary expansion pack mod at the .to by GotFriends. I'll see you for an approach into Glacier Point. But before we do the approach, just thought I'd take some externals for you. It's not the prettiest looking aeroplane, is it? A little bit boxy, but it's got character and utility, my lord. Hey? It goes alright in the old utility caper. I reckon this would be Haynes. What do you think? There's a strip down there. Haynes, Alaska, folks. There you go. And yeah, Juneau's sort of down there. I don't know, 60 miles, something like that. We're let me jump back inside. How far away are we? Like not far, 9 miles from our destination, which is down here on the point over here. So Georgie's been doing some flying, and an admirable job as always. Much more admirable than my pronunciations. But yeah, there's our strip, and yeah, look, let us know if what you're thinking around the aircraft that have been added in Sim Update number 11. I know that, you know, the A310 has got a lot of treatment on the old YouTube. The DC3 is getting a lot of treatment, thankfully by people who are actually capable of piloting it, unlike yours truly. I do look forward though to these enhancements. There are another 3 separate enhancement or mods to the DC3 that I've seen. There may be more by the time this video actually gets published. I might do a separate video on that. I've got to try and redeem myself and actually land a DC3, keep it on the strip for once in my simming career, and then I'll be able to put it away. Then that's it. I'll never fly DC3 again. But I've got to do it before I kick the bucket. So we might do a Modders Monday episode and have a look at those mods, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'm too busy enjoying Jude's Beaver, and I'm not the first person to offer that remark, am I, Jude? Was that a step too far? Yeah, fair enough. That's right, Jude. Captain Obvious comes through again. Don't know much about this strip in terms of orientation. We're 5 miles. Should we give Georgie a rest? Probably should. There you go, mate. Let me do some work, hey? Come off the power a little bit, come off the prop. Don't need to worry too much about the old mixture. So we're looking for a dirt strip, would be my guess. And about 5 miles, so somewhere out here. There's a glacier that sort of runs down here in the valley. I'm noticing, yeah, there's a bit of sharpening, over-sharpening stuff. I don't know whether it'll come through on the video. Maybe I need to work on that setting. A little bit too sharp. And I've got that sort of horizontal line, scenery line. I've had that ever since I installed the sim. If you know how to get rid of that, I would be very grateful for your assistance. But, yeah, so we are 3 miles from the strip. We may have to do a bit of a, what do you call it? I really should do some prior prep. An overfly, that's the word I'm looking for. What I need is an aeronautical dictionary in front of me. I have one somewhere. It might help. So, jump outside. Will that give me a better perspective and make it more difficult to fly? Got to be a strip down here somewhere. Overfly will be the go. So we'll get down to about 1,000 feet. Have a quick peek at the GPS. Yeah, it's over to our left-hand side. Is it on the coastline? Is it right on the shore, I mean? Is that where I'm looking? It's kind of suggesting that it's on the shore, right? Down here. Let's head in that direction and see if there's something that resembles a landing ground. Even if there's not, we might land here anyway, hey? Give ourselves a bit of a challenge. Don't know what the wind's doing. I don't know, does that look like a spot to land a beaver? It might do, eh? Oh, no, I'm not seeing any objects or anything. Should I be seeing objects? Freeware package, I would guess that there's objects. Is that a strip? I reckon that's a strip. I'm going to call that a strip, Jude.
And I'm going to call you Captain Lost.
The benefit of an overfly. We'll sort of circle, what view have I got set up? Yeah, we'll sort of circle back. We might start to get some flap happening, Jude. Slow ourselves down, what do you reckon? Come back around. They've done well with this aircraft, Blackbird. I have seen some commentary around. There's another Beaver that's being developed that is planned to be a more fully featured Beaver. But I think this is pretty good, and we got it for Nick's, folks. We're getting a bit low on it. Is this where the strip was? Or is that a road? I don't know. I'm going to call it a strip. Landing flap set now. Let's see how we go. I have trouble judging the flare in the Beaver. There's some trim happening. There we go. We'll land between... Yeah, that looks like a strip to mine. For mine. See how we go. Careful not to chop the power too early, too suddenly. Into a bit of a flare. Oh, we bounced it. We bounced it a bit. Are we going to keep it on? We are. Don't nose over. There we go. Oh, look, we'll take that, folks. There we go. We'll call that down. Oh, here we go. It is a landing strip. Look at that. Our friendly ramp attendants are waiting for us. There you go. Folks, thanks for your company in another video. This has been a look at the Beaver and, well, really at the expansion pack even by GotFriends. Are now available on the .to, link in the description. I hope you're well, folks, and enjoying your simming. Jude and I will see you in a future video. Bye for now.